Mrs Zimmer, a member of the Parliament's Brexit steering group, bemoaned the actions of the fishermen who were joined by former Ukip leader Nigel Farage. The protest, organised by Brexit lobbyists fishing for leave, was held across ports around the country over a perceived failure of Brexit negotiations, which means fishermen will have to obey the EU's disastrous fisheries laws until the end of the transition period in 2020. Protests began in Newcastle with a 15-boat flotilla before spreading to Wales, Milford Haven, Plymouth, southwest England throughout the day. Organisers estimate as many as 200 vessels took part, as well as hundreds more people joining them dockside. GETTYBrexit News. German MEP criticises burning of EU flag at UK fishing protest. We don't want to punish British people for their decision. Gabriele Zimmer Mr Farage joined protesters in the coastal town of Whitstable as they burnt EU flags on a fishing boat named Theresa May. Speaking to express.co.uk, Mrs Zimmer described the scenes as one perceived as mistrusting non-respect for the EU and its members. The German noted the fishermen had wrongly targeted the EU because the bloc had already shortened the length of transition to 21 months, not the 24-month period requested by the UK government. Mrs Zimmer said, "It is the British government asking for a longer period. It was the EU and Parliament saying the transitional period should go on till December 2020. And not longer." Expressing her displeasure at the flag burning, she added, "It is not a good feeling because it's a sign of mistrust and non-respect to the citizens of 27 member states. We might all have different relations to the EU flag, but never would I like to burn a flag of a union or another member state. For us it's important." However, Mrs Zimmer remains unsurprised at Ukip's attendance at the nationwide event after she witnessed their MEPs turning their backs to the flag during plenary sessions. She added, "I don't like these kind of non-respect attitude and actions. It's without any cultural respect." Mrs Zimmer insisted she won't allow the actions of the fishermen to tarnish Britain as a whole or even lead to a punishment for the Brexit steering group. The German concluded, "We don't want to punish British people for their decision. What we are doing as a group and as the steering group is look at the impact on the situation of people. This includes both UK and EU citizens living at home, whether they reside on the continent or the UK.